Hello there, you guys. This is going to be your Tarot Daily Guidance reading for Thursday, August 31st, 2017. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune into the energies for Thursday, August 31st, 2017. Let's see, breakthrough. Okay, that's good to hear. Breakthrough. And it's a major arcana card. Actually, this one was fighting. Just a mental energy. This card still wants to come out. Politics. Okay. Mental energy as well. Okay, inner voice. Just major arcana card. Okay, clinging to the past. Okay, with playfulness at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, so what I see here, so the breakthrough energy, this is the overall energy for today, for August 31st. This is the overall energy. It's a major arcana card. This is kind of what I was picking up, that this energy, if you've been feeling, worn out, tired, just overdrawn of energy, you're going to get your energy back. I feel like it's going to start picking up. You're going to start feeling more revitalized, I feel. Especially if you guys took Spirit's advice yesterday with doing some grounding work, some meditation. But naturally, I feel whatever's going on in the planets may have something to do with this. But everybody is going to, because this guy looks tired. He looks very fatigued, very stressed out, depleted of energy, maybe even malnourished. But he's breaking out of this energy, I feel. And all of these red pieces, kind of like the root chakra, so getting grounded, feeling grounded. I feel like a burst of energy here, this white light that's coming out. He's breaking out of this old energy, this tired, stressed, fatigued energy. Could also symbolize a breakthrough of a situation that has been long overdue, long standing trial or tribulation, or a very stressful situation that you've been in for a long time. Finally, you get some sort of movement with it, or you break free of it. Okay. The challenge energy with all of this is the fighting card. So this is a mental energy. So this man, he's going through a big, tough battle here. It could be that there's two parts of you that are kind of not at peace with one another, or something in your mind is maybe headed in a more positive direction, or you're thinking more uplifting thoughts or positive thoughts, or about a situation. But there's this another part of you that's fighting against that, maybe saying the opposite, maybe saying negative things, very limiting things, fearful, anxiety, type of thoughts. This person is fighting against that. It's like this battle inwardly, and it may be causing you a lot of stress to try to be the mediator between your thoughts, okay? Because it's like you have two different mindsets going on, two beliefs, two things going on mentally, and it's like having a tough time being the mediator and trying to cut out the thoughts that don't serve you. I feel this man feels trapped, very stressed out, at the fact that he has to fight this battle in his mind. So that's your challenge. As far as the how how to approach the situation. You have the Seven of Politics, okay? So it's like the Seven of Swords. So I feel like you can see very easily how you're deceiving yourself mentally, okay? See past it, okay? If you are not happy about a situation, it could also be that, you know, sometimes we can force ourselves to think positive and it just doesn't feel natural. It's like, I know that I'm mad about something, or I know that I don't feel the best about this situation, but I'm trying to cover it up and mask it by thinking positively. And at times it's good to do that, try to redirect your thoughts, but at some point you do have to acknowledge the fact that something is going on and you're not happy. You have to address that unhappiness. So I feel like putting on this mask that everything is okay and I'm just going to think happy thoughts all day, when I need to address something in my mind that's bothering me, that I have to see it, okay? I feel like is what Spirit's wanting you to do. And there may be some other things that, you know, you're not just deceiving yourself, but maybe others are trying to get over on you. And it's like your mind, you might be getting that in your head, but then the happy part of you is like, no, everything's okay. It's nothing. Just ignore it. Don't pay attention to that. They didn't mean what they said. That's not what it meant. And a part of you is like, no, wait a minute. That is what that meant. I feel like that has something to do with it as well. Be very cautious of these energies. Then you have the inner voice card as where to place your focus. This is like the High Priestess. So Spirit definitely wants you to pay attention to what's going on within you, okay? But try to find balance within your thoughts, okay? Even if you have some thoughts that you perceive as negative or bad or dark, try to mellow things out, okay? Don't try to force yourself to be all happy thoughts all day, because that can cause you to feel imbalanced too. So I feel like what Spirit is telling you is pay attention to what's going on inwardly, okay? Get settled. Don't try to fight either or, you know, don't try to fight this thought or that thought. Just sit with the energy and what is it that you feel? Because we can get very caught up in our heads and we can forget about what is our body telling us, because that's one of the most important compasses. Not just our mind. Sometimes our mind can run wild, okay, if we don't pay attention to our feelings first, okay? Because it's good to match your thoughts and your feelings. So when you have this positive, happy thought, does it make you really feel at peace? Does it really make you feel good, or does it feel forced? When you're having these crazy thoughts and you're starting to worry about something, and you're telling yourself, well, that's negative, I shouldn't be thinking like that, but you feel like something is on point here, something just, I don't know what it is, but I need to pay attention to this. That's what Spirit is telling you to focus on. Okay, so the conclusion card is clinging to the past. Okay, the clinging to the past card is like, it's like the Five of Cups, but this person, as you can see, their mind is like boxed and has all these different things going on. Sometimes some of them have lips in them, so it's like you have all of this stuff going on in your head, memories, things that people have said to you, experiences, feelings, and that could be what it is that is. It's like you've adopted, it's like you've embraced, or you've kind of been programmed over time by experiences, things that people have said, and somehow it's programming your mind, and it's like you've been programmed to believe that it could even, I'm just hearing like law of attraction, like, you know how you watch some of those corny law of attraction videos and they tell you just visualize this and that in 60 seconds, and you know, sometimes that stuff does work, but you have to be in alignment with those energies. You can't be still conflicting certain things within you that isn't, like, you're programmed to believe against positivity. You're programmed against manifesting what you desire. You're programmed against following your intuition. It's like you're programmed to believe that you gotta be this type of person in order to manifest, or in order to even earn happiness. You can't just visualize something. You gotta work hard for it. You gotta bust your ass for 10 years to get that. So when someone tells you that this law of attraction technique worked for me, I just visualized this in 60 seconds for 10 days and I manifested $10,000. When you hear that, you can be like, bullshit. But I'm going to try it because that person said it works. So you're sitting there trying to make it happen and it's just not working. So I feel like Spirit wants you to address the things within you that you're deceiving yourself. You're not being authentic. You're not being real with yourself. And it's some sort of breakthrough that comes through with this. I hope that makes sense. But that's how I'm getting it. So I hope that resonates. And I'm going to pull a Romance Angels card and an Angelic Guidance card. Or I might pull one of my little note cards. I don't know. I might do that. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune into the love energy for August 31st, 2017. What is the love energy for Thursday, August 31st, 2017? Okay, that card flew itself. Okay, unrequited love with worth waiting for. Okay. At the bottom of the deck. So this is interesting. So I'm going to wait on this. So unrequited love, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So on a love front, there may be things or people that you've programmed yourself to want, okay? And you're wondering why it's not moving, why it's not working. This might not be an easy thing for people to understand or even grasp or even want to hear or listen to. So I don't know. I got to be careful with how I word this, but this is how I'm getting it. There's a lot of things that you think you desire or want. And it goes back to that clinging to the past. It's this mental programming that tells you this is the life that you should want to live. This is what you should desire. By this age, you should want to desire to have a family, have kids and marriage and live here. By this age, you should desire to want to go to college. You should desire to do this, desire to do that. Or your parents have programmed you to believe that you should be this type of person, that you should be at this place at your age, or you should want to pursue this life path or this profession, this religion. You've been programmed to believe that this is the type of partner you should want for yourself. Or someone told you, it could be so many things. But what I'm getting with Spirit is telling you that these things don't match your vibration really. And you've been fighting against that for years. Okay? Telling yourself that, you know what? Because my family said that this is the perfect man for me, I might as well just stay with him. And you're miserable. My family told me that I should pursue this job career because, they see me doing this. I'm really smart, so why wouldn't I be doing this? And you feel very much like it's not your calling, it's not your truth. You don't believe in it, so you're not convinced by it. You're unhappy, but you're trying to stay. You're trying to convince yourself that this is what I want for myself. This is who I want. This is how I want to live. This is who I want to be. This is what I should have, strive for. And it's just, it doesn't match you anymore. It's not for you. So you're forcing yourself. Some of you are dealing with people or situations that are showing you by reflecting back to you that you don't really want that thing. They're running from you. They're dodging you. They're cheating on you. They're lying to you. They're backstabbing you. This career drives you crazy. You're bored. You don't know why. You're not making enough money. You don't know why. The job place just doesn't suit you. People at the job are negative. You just can't figure out why you're not at peace. When you finally got that degree, did you feel happy? Did you feel like this is something that I really wanted? Or did you feel like it was just a game and I won the game? Okay. Oh, well. Big deal. Oh, I got married. Okay. Big deal. I got this person. Big deal. I have all these kids. Not that you don't love these people or these things or these kids, but it's like, okay, I got it. Big deal. So what? Is it really what I want? Because it's like you're still looking for more. You feel all stressed out. You feel bogged down. There's a lot of kids, like growing up in church, because I did grow up as a Christian child in church. A lot of kids felt like they had to pretend to be something they weren't to appease their parents, appease the ministry or whatever they're peers, the church. They did all these things, pretended like they wanted to be a youth leader, but then after they got out of school or out of or church, they were, drinking, having sex or whatever, cussing, things that we were told not to do that were sins. And it's like these things are not you. You try to be what everybody wants you to be, and you're unhappy. You're miserable. Um, you can have your parents, like I said, some people have parents that told them to marry. I know this for a fact. I have a family, I'm not going to call them out, but I have a family member that, oh, this man is good, you need to be with him, and he's such a happy family man, and blah, blah, blah. But she was unhappy. She wasn't happy with that person. So it's like we can get talked into doing things, and it's not just people in our lives. It could be programming on TV that tells us that this is what we should strive for, be, have, want in our lives. And it just doesn't fit our truth. It just doesn't match. For me, even, like, this is kind of a revelation for me that, I was seeking guidance on certain people in my life, and people would tell me, even though I knew in my heart that it was something that I wanted, I kind of got talked out of what I wanted and talked into something that, they were like, yeah, this is for you. And you're like, oh, well, it sounds like this is what I should pursue because this is what they're picking up from the divine. But maybe it was a test for me to really be like, do I really... It's not that the person was not picking up divine guidance, because spirit will fuck with us. They'll give us information just to test us. So that person could have been given information to test me to see if I really wanted what I said I wanted, or could I be easily persuaded into following another path. Needless to say that this path was so miserable, and I just don't want nothing to do with it. And it's not the fact that I'm a pussy and I just don't want to deal with it. It's because it's not my truth. And I know what my truth is. I've been revealed what my truth is. So spirit will definitely test us to see if we trust in our own past and our own beliefs. Okay, so I'm going to pull this card. Enough talking. What is the message from the note cards today? What's the note card message? August 31st. This card is standing out. Oh, shit. Surrender. That card comes out all the time. Surrender, surrender. And it's an explanation point at the end, and it's black. My black ink is spirit's message to us. So surrender, you guys. Whatever that means to you, surrender. Okay? Surrender your mind, okay? Just surrender to your thoughts, your feelings. Really pay attention to surrender to all the bullshit that you've heard, all of the programming. Sorry for all of the cussing, but surrender to all of that. And it's like this will be a breakthrough for you. It really is. If you sit with this, even if it just takes you a minute or two or 30 minutes or throughout the day, you might get little revelations here and there until it hits you. Surrender to all of that. Don't try to control your mind and say, no, I don't want to think about that because that's not positive, or I don't want to think about the positive stuff. That's stupid. Don't do that to yourself. Don't try to control your mind, because then it's going to be that battle. So just surrender to it. But most of all, whenever these thoughts come, what does it make you feel? That's the most important thing. Okay? So that's your reading, you guys. I hope that this resonates and you find it helpful and beneficial throughout your day. Maybe even the days forward. So till the next reading, you guys.